you start sitting on top of your sit bones, you're holding your legs and you try to lengthen as much as you can. When you exhale, you roll behind your sit bones until your arms are straight. You close your sit bones. Inhale here, exhale, round the spine forward and lifting up tall. You do that 2 more times. Exhale, round the spine, open the lower back. Inhale, round, exhale, and lift up tall. 1 more time. Exhale, round. Inhale, hold. Exhale, like going over something big and round. We go further down where you can climb down with the legs. Lower until you lie down. You can lift up your arms. Reach back. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, you can climb back up if you want. But you can also do it without the climbing. So you roll back down. It's up to you. Inhale. Try to move every vertebrae, head, round, and then lift up the arms to lengthen the spine even more. Round the spine. So you can still climb down the legs or you do it without the climbing. Exhale on this coming up and then lift up. We continue with the legs straight. If it's too difficult with the legs straight, you keep them bent. And exhale, roll away from the legs, keep squeezing them together. Inhale, lift up the arms. Exhale, lift up the head, reaching around like a big circle, rounding forward. And lift up tall. 2 more times. Roll away from the legs. Keep the legs down into the floor. Lengthen, inhale, arms up. Exhale, lift the head, reach. Breathe through this difficult spot. And lift up tall. We do 1 more and we stay down. Roll down. Away from the legs. And then bring the arms next to your body. You can slide the feet back in. And you come here. So here we're in a neutral spine. You can hold your hands on top of your belly and a little bit of the hip bones, and you can feel these inner deep core muscles work when you just lift one leg up. So one knee comes in, exhale. You're folding at the hips, so you're not changing your body, but you try to keep it very still, everything. And especially also when you bring it down, try not to move with the foot. So exhale, try to lift, use your stabilizing deep core muscles, and then also when you bring it down. Do that 2 more times. Exhale, lift. Another tip, you can pause the video and do this more often, and then you continue the video when you want to go further to make the class a little longer. Okay, we keep the hands on top, but now we keep one leg in the air, and then the other leg comes in the air. You can feel these deep core muscles continue to work. There's no break. You keep them in, and one foot goes a little bit more down with the exhalation, and up. You don't need to touch the floor. You can, but it's quite far. And you want to keep your whole spine in the floor. You can also test that when you go under. You don't want to keep contact with the fingers into the mat. Exhale down. Keep everything still. So as soon as it goes away from the body, you exhale. And exhale. Keep your spine in the floor. And we do 1 more. Then hold the legs and bring them in. Hold behind your legs, and you can lift yourself up in a nice high position with the shoulder blades up. The higher you are, the less hard it is for the neck. Because if you hang here, it will be harder for the neck. So lift yourself up high reaching forward, and you're gonna pump the arms up and down, moving only in the shoulder joint. Really sturdy, long, strong arms. Breathe in through your nose, 5 counts. 3, 4, 5, and exhale through your mouth. 3, 4, 5. Continue like that. Your whole spine is, or especially your lower back, is in the floor, and your belly is in. You can have the legs like this, the same. You can of course stretch them out. You can have them lower, but watch out that the lower back doesn't come off, or you can just keep them here. And then one more time, inhale and exhale. Hold the knees and go back down. So you pumped the blood, you get a little warmer with this exercise, and you train your stamina as well. Okay. Place your feet back on the floor, in line with the hips, arms are next to your body, and you just move the pelvis forward and back. Inhale forward, exhale back. It's like a wheel forward turning and a wheel backwards. Your stomach is quite relaxed, because especially when you bring it towards you, you don't want to push out your stomach, you want to keep it in. So that's important. Otherwise you're training to push out and you're not using it in the right way, and it will not help you. And the last one, inhale, exhale. You're gonna continue up to a bridge, which means when you exhale, you bring it towards you and you're sending the sit bones to the back of the knees. Squeeze the glutes, try to feel them, not only the hamstring, also the glutes. So you're lengthening the front, keep your chest soft. You can also have your hands here and just feel that that's soft. Otherwise you're in this open position and you're losing your connection. So keep that, and you feel really long, and you're rolling down first the ribs, middle of the back, lower back, and then you're back to neutral. We do 2 more like that. Exhale, send the tailbone up, send the knees away. Inhale when you're here, exhale, roll down, lengthen the spine, and try to move every vertebrae. 1 more time. Exhale, and the next time we stay up. So keep this position here, and we try to make steps in walking in place. So you're gonna lift up your foot a little bit, and then the other foot. Try to keep them in line. Try to keep the hips up and next to each other. So you're moving in the hip joint, but your pelvis doesn't move. So you feel the back of the legs, and every time you lift your leg, you feel that your standing leg is strong enough to hold. You can make the steps a little bigger, and keep breathing. When it's getting difficult, you exhale, and we do 1 more. Place your foot back down, bring your arms all the way back, just to have 1 long spine again. You exhale, roll down the spine from the top all the way down. Stretch your legs out. Just feel really long and tall. Stretch as much as you can. And bring the knees in, and together with 2 legs in and holding them. You're gonna roll up with your head. Your feet are down, and then you sit on top. Yeah. We go on hands and knees, so you come forward. And also here you can choose to have your toes like this. In a way it's nice to train a little bit of these joints here in the foot, but you can also have your foot flat. So push the floor away. Start with your tailbone. This is the cat-cow. Push away, belly in, and focus that you rounding the lower back. Top of the back is always the most round, but try to feel that there's a stretch in the lower back. And then tailbone goes first, And it's like here, when you open the chest, it's like you're sliding your hands back. They stay on the same spot, but feel that the shoulder blades are in the back pocket of your jeans. And then tailbone first, the head is the last thing. And then tailbone, and open the chest. Keep your belly in, so try not to hang. Push the floor away, bring the shoulders back, and you feel that extension in the top of your back. One more. And then again. Push the floor away and bring the hands back. Bring your feet flat and come to child's pose for a second. Breathe. And then you come back on hands and knees, and now you can have your feet flat if that's possible for you. Okay. Try to stay up high in the shoulders. Just check how that is if you hang. So this is hanging. And now you want to push and feel really strong during the whole exercise. You're just moving the arm. When you exhale, try not to move to the side. Just lift off and then place it underneath. Then the other side, exhale, lift and back. What you want to feel is these core muscles. As soon as your hand comes off the floor, you need that support, and the shoulder, the one that you're leaning on. Continue a few more times, just the arm. Try to keep your neck long, so don't look at your knees, but look a little further on the mat. And two more, your arm is never higher than your head. Keep it a little lower and keep the shoulders away from the ears. And then move back for just a little bit again. Breathe in and out. And then you come back on hands and knees. Everything is underneath. Just a little side note, so keeping the spine neutral. Watch out that your tailbone or your sit bones, they're not looking down, because then you have this round position. Try to make it long. The sit bones, they look back. Your crown looks forward. So that's a very long spine. Try not to hang in the lower back as well. So not too far. Now we do only the legs. So try to keep your chest in the middle of your hands, so you're not shifting side to side. When you exhale, you stretch one leg out. It's not higher than the hip, it's a little lower, and bring it underneath. Exhale, stretch it away, and in. Focus on this core stability. And what you want to feel is also your glute from the one that's stretching. You're very strong in the shoulders because you push away the floor. We do that a few more times. Exhale, draw your belly in, so feel that support. You don't need to shift side to side. It's a lot for the arms. All your weight is on the arms. If it's difficult for your wrists, you can always do this on your elbows. And try not to hang them as well. Okay, one more time. And then have a little rest. Very good. Then you come sitting back on your sit bones. Hold your shins. We do a little bit rolling back and forth. If you don't have a mat at home, then maybe you want to skip this one because it might be painful for the spine. But if you have a soft floor, then it could be okay. Hold your shins, find your balance here. Make a real ball, like a ball shape. Keep the tension. When you go back, you inhale, sit bones together. Exhale, find your balance again. Feel it pushing of the shins to your hands and your hands to the shins. And then keep that shape like a ball. Keep looking at your feet or in between your legs. So you don't need to throw back your head. Core stability, especially when you come up. Inhale one more. Exhale. And then relax. I have one more side movement. Just, you can sit and cross your legs, open your arms to the side. Lift up one arm and it's like you're pushing away the floor with this hand while you reach with the other hand to the side. Open up the ribs here and then come up. So inhale, exhale, feel 2 sit bones down into the floor and come back up. One more time to this side. And first up and then over to the side. And then back. And the last thing is you place your feet on the floor, push yourself over to your toes. The feet are underneath your sit bones. Have your hands here. First stretch your legs. You don't need to stretch all the way if that's too much. You can just keep them bent and feel that hanging. If you can always stretch a little bit to feel that length here in the back of the legs. And then keep it a tiny bit bent. Now your tailbone goes down first and the head is the last thing to come up. Exhale when you roll up. Again, this spine movement. One more time down. Head first, shoulders. When you're here, you inhale and then exhale, roll up. Draw the belly in as well and just stand here tall.